Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Financial Empowerment with Brother Ro, and I'm coming to you today with another video. I want to explain to you what happened on Friday. On Thursday, the market was doing really good, and then on Friday, it fell, and I was so close to my goal, and it fell from 97,000 to almost 4,000 plus to 92,000. All right. I want to take a look at my portfolio. I had a put on NIO, and the put got assigned. It means that I had to buy 100 shares of NIO for $5,700. But before I go into this, listen, do me a favor, and I want you to hit that subscribe button and smash the like. This way you're going to support your boy, Brother Ro, as I work hard to bring you content, to add value, and to empower you financially. You know, a lot of people are not in the area of investing, and you know, I started late. I mean, I had investment in terms of my 401k on my job and an IRA and whatnot, but I'm saying the average person is not investing in the market, and there are trillions and millions of dollars out there that have been traded, and you could get a little piece of that pie. So I want to encourage you to financial empowerment and to be an intelligent investor. All right. But I want to let you know that you will be doing this at your own peril, at your own risk, because I am not a financial advisor. I am just here to take you on a journey and to share with you my experience. Okay. All right. Well, I want to move right into the video today. Oh, by the way, let me remind you that the links in the description box, 3 links there. One is for Acorn. You can join Acorn and get $5. You could join Robinhood. You could get a free stock as much as a Facebook or Apple. I basically get $5 and $6 stocks. But I'll be honest with you. And then with Webull, we will give better stocks. You sign up with Webull, you use the link below, you get 2 free stocks, and I get 2 free stocks. You put $100 into Webull, you get 4 free stocks, and I get 4 free stocks. So it's a win-win for everybody. And remember, when you get a stock, let's say I get some stocks with Webull just recently, they were like $9 and $10 a piece. But those stocks can go up. So even though it's $40, that $40 can increase to $60. So, you know, that's the power of investing. So get in the game. All right. So let me move quickly into what happened on Thursday. All right. And I will tell you about the option call that I did. All right. What is an option? An option are financial derivatives that gives buyers the right, but not the obligation, to buy or sell an underlying asset at an agreed upon price and date. So we have here, you could buy a call, you could sell a call, buy a put, sell a put, and you can get out of it before it expires. You have the right to do that, all right, because you're not obligated. But to buy or sell, you can buy call, sell call, buy put, sell put at an agreed price. That's what they call the strike price, and the date is very important, the expiration date. Now, I don't want to confuse you, because I took my time to get to understand options, and you can do it too. At first, I thought it was so intimidated. I was so confused. I still don't know all of options, but I know enough to make a couple dollars. All right. So yeah. So let's go into my portfolio and see what transpired in March of 2020, 1 year for 100K. When I get to the 100K, then I will set another goal for this year, December 2021. All right, and we'll do it. But let's get into what happened in terms of a NIO. All right, so let's look at NIO. I on Friday I had 150 shares of NIO, because I'm very bullish on NIO, and I'll do a video on NIO. 150 shares of NIO. What NIO is? NIO is a Chinese company that is in the EV space. The EV stands for electric vehicle. They are making electric cars. China don't produce oil, and the world is shifting from combustion to battery cars, electric cars, and even elect Biden is environmentally friendlier. China is polluted and looking to clean up their place, and the government is behind NIO. NIO, I think, could give Tesla some competition, although Tesla is way 10 times more valuable than NIO. But NIO, remember, China has over 1 billion people in their country, and China is prospering and doing well. And so I think they have the second largest economy in the world today. And so people will be buying EV cars like crazy, and they want to expand their market to Europe and to all of Asia and even possibly America. You know, who would think that we would buy Toyota and buy Honda when we remember Pearl Harbor, what the Japanese did to us? Or who will talk about America buying BMWs when what Hitler did to the world? And so don't get scared of China. China, we're looking to diffuse the trade war, and I believe that if NIO could get to quarter the value of Tesla, then it will be quarter. It will be like $1,000 a share, $1,000 for one share of NIO. Because remember, Tesla split 5 ways, and Tesla is trading now at 800 plus a share. So you multiply 8 by 5, 8 5s are 40, and so if they can get to just quarter the share of NIO, it will be like almost $1,000 a share. But NIO is just trading at $57 a share, and some people say with a dip, this is a buy, because NIO can probably double by the end of the year. Anyhow, so NIO is bullish. So I had 150 shares of NIO on Friday. And when the market went down, that's the best time to buy, not to panic, not to sell. So I bought 10 shares of NIO. And then the thing keep going down. I'm saying, oh my God, I had a strike price of $57. Now, if NIO went below 57, I get to keep the premium, but I'm obligated now to buy 100 shares of NIO because it has been assigned. I'll explain that to you. So what happened, I was assigned and I end up getting 100 shares from NIO, and it took me to 260. But guess what? I'm thinking about getting 40 more shares and make it 300, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so NIO on Friday, my average cost was $35.12, but because I bought 10 shares and then I was assigned 100, the average went up to 44.40. So now my total return is $3,063. So I'm still ahead because 44.40 is what I pay my average cost, and right now it's going for 56. So 42 plus 12, 56. So I'm still $1,200, $12 profit on NIO. Okay, let's go into the option play, and I want to show it to you quickly. All right, now when you want to do options, you hit this button right here, trade. Okay, you will see in this column here, you'll see buy, and here you see sell. So you can buy a call, or you can buy a put. You can sell a put, or you can sell a call. All right, so you could buy a call, you can buy a put, you can sell a call, you can sell a put. All right, now there's always an expiration date, so it will expire. NIO the option expire every Friday. Some shares, some stocks, they expire every month, and like the SPY, they expire every 2 days. You can trade that option 3 times per week, but I'm just want to get into this right now. So what I did, I had I did a put on NIO, and at that time NIO was trading for like about $65, and I put a strike price. This is the strike price area here. I put a strike price for $57, and because NIO went below 57, because it was a put, the put you always hope you don't want it to go down. Put goes down, call goes up. Calls are bullish, puts are bearish. Okay, now, so let's see what happened here now. This is the share price. This is what NIO is going for as we speak, $56.18. So in the middle, there's always going to see the share price. Okay? Now, above the share price is what we call in the money. Below the share price is out of the money. Okay? Fundamental. Those are the basic. At the money, ATM. Like you go to the ATM machine, ATM, at the money. Anything higher than the share price is in the money. In the money. ITN. Anything that's below the share price is OTM. Out of the money. Now, everything in options is multiplied by 100. So now I did a put on one contract, which is equivalent to 100 shares. Okay, so this year, 57 multiplied by 100 is $5,700. I got a premium. The premium here is $305. That's $305. I'm just using this as an example. Okay, that's if you selling a put. By the way, selling the put is usually you do it under the below the share price. So let's say, as an example, I decide to sell a put on NIO for $50. Now, what I'm doing, I'm hoping that NIO will never fall to below 50. Because if NIO falls below 50, I will have to buy 100 shares for $5,000. But when you're doing a put on a stock, you must do it on a stock that you don't mind owning. Don't do it on a stock that you don't want. I love NIO. I like NIO. I don't mind having 100 shares of NIO. I will take the chance on a stock that I don't mind owning. And NIO, since it has some volatility, it's a good stock to do an option call on. All right. So now, let's say $50. I will get 56 cents. 56 cents multiplied by 100, that's $56. 50 multiplied by 100, $5,000. Everything is by 100. If you have one contract, it will be 100 share. If you have two contracts, it will be 200 share. Now, I need to have $5,000 in collateral, either in my Robinhood account or what we call margins. And I will talk about margins the next time. Margin is like a HELOC. A home equity line of credit, where they give you $5,000 to play with. And if you use it, you pay the interest of 2.5%. If you don't use it, it's just there. So the people said margins are dangerous, but I use it sometimes, but I'm disciplined. I pay it back, all right? So I must have $5,000 either in my Robinhood account or in margins. In case NIO goes to 51, I will be assigned 100 shares of NIO at $50. Okay? And regardless of what happened, I get to keep this 56 cents, which is $56. So I'm using this as an example. So let's say I'm selling a put. I choose a price, a strike price. I choose 50. I say NIO will never fall to $50 by January 22nd. This is very passive. So what happened now? I press continue, and it says to review here. It says how many contracts. I will put one. So one contract, 100 shares each. So watch this. I get $56 credit. When you see cost, it means you have to pay. When you see credit, it means they're going to put this into your account. So if NIO falls to $51, I don't have to buy 100 shares, but I get to keep the $56. Now, I can do this very passively. Now, remember I told you I want to get 300 shares in NIO, so I can do, if I do a call, I can do 300, so this will multiply by 3. Very passive. So now, let's see what happened here. You press review, and once I press submit, if I do this right now, boom, submit. So you are agreeing to buy 100 shares of NIO at $50 on or before January 22nd. If you ain't asked to buy NIO by then, you keep your collateral, you keep the collateral. You don't have to spend that $5,000, whether it's in your account or in margin. And the full $56 credit. Okay? Now I can do this every week and make $56. Every week, $56. For the month, $224. Very passive. Okay? So, next time I will show you how to do sell a call. Alright? So my point was, if I had 300 shares of NIO, I can sell a call. I can sell a call. So look here. This is the share price. Because I have 300 shares of NIO, I can do 3 contracts, because every contract is 100 shares. So let's say, I'm just using this as an example. Let's say the share price is 56.18. I have 300 shares. I say NIO will not reach, NIO will 61. So what I do, I go here, I do 3 contracts, because I have 300 shares. And 300 by 112, $336. I press review. You agree to sell 300 shares of NIO at $61 a share on or before January 22nd. If you ain't asked to sell NIO, by then you keep the collateral and the full $336 credit. So I can make $336 every week selling calls on NIO. And if NIO reaches $60, I get to keep my 300 shares, but I get to keep 3 times 112, which is $336. Okay? The next week, I do the same thing again. So multiply 336 by 4. Let's look at that very quickly. Uh, 336 by 4 equal $1,344. So I could make $1,344 every month with 300 shares of NIO. All right? But I want you to remember something. NIO still will be a growth stock. So while it is growing and racing to $100, I am still making this money every single month. Okay? Now the thing about it, when you want to and if it happened to go to, what was my strike price? 61? Yeah. If this goes to $62, I will have to sell 300 shares at $61. But I'll get to keep the $336. And guess what? This $6,100 by 3 will be $18,300. It's going straight into my account. And what I'll do, I'll go back and do a put now, but I'll do it close to the at the money. Close to at the money, the share price. And I'll get premium. In selling the put, I'll get premium. Nice premium. Because I'm close. The further out you go, is less risk. So you get less premium. So let's say you go all the way down here. You get $21 because NIO is not going to drop from 56 to 46. So you get $21. And if you want to be super safe, you go down to $43 and you collect $39, 13 by 3. Okay? So these are how it goes. And that's why I wanted to get a 300 shares of NIO so that I can do cover calls, sell calls, and make some passive money every week. You multiply it by 3 contracts and you're good to go. All right? So that's what it's all about. And I want to thank you for tuning in. And yeah, so that's what it is all about. I'm looking forward to probably buying 40 more shares of NIO, make it 300 shares where I can do 3 contracts on a weekly basis. Plus, I'm looking to get 30 more shares so that Apple, I have about 70 shares in Apple, make that also 100 shares. So now I'm doing 3 contracts on NIO, 100 on Apple. I can make anywhere from $300 a week, 3 by 4. I can make $1,200 a month. Very passive, very passive. So I hope this add value to you. And what I would like you to do on your way out, hit the subscribe button and smash the thumb. This is your boy, Brother Ro, saying, listen, let's see what the market is going to do for this week here. It's a short trading week. We trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday because of the Martin Luther King birth holiday. And let's see what happened on Wednesday. If there is no violence and the whole inauguration goes peaceful, that might give a jolt to the market. It might go up. If there's war and violence and people getting killed and there's a bloody massacre, not I'm thinking negative, the market can plunge. The market goes on news and speculation, all right? So let's see what happens next week. I'm excited. I'm excited to hit that $100,000, and I'm smelling blood. I'm going for it. And once I get there, I'll do another goal again, and for the 31st of December, 2021. All right? This is your boy, Brother Ro, saying, be good. I love you guys. Stay safe, focus forward, and tune in for the next video. Bye now. All right.